Right, welcome guys. We're back with Age of Wonders 4, playing as the vampires again with the Thrones of Blood DLC. I really like enjoying this DLC actually. It does. I love how much the game changes with each of the DLCs in a way that still retains balance. It's actually really unusual to find a game that can do that. Anyway, we're sort of at the end of our turn. We sort of played out to where everyone was just getting ready for, we're getting ready to sort of move up the top here. I won't sort of do too much of a summary just yet. Still waiting on the city to grow. One more growth and we can then go and grab the Scorched Forge. You know, sort of like I was really wanting that so I can get in the Rally of Lieges, end up getting the Fire Giants, but I don't think I particularly need it, like, to be honest. I've got like some very strong forces, and we are going more like Chromancy and more sort of Frostling, so that may not be a good fit. Anyway, we'll find out. We've still got a fair few turns before the next Rally of Lieges occurs. This group we now want to destroy. That's interesting. They're now moving across towards our actual homelands. But we'll be up here very soon, and we'll start to chase them through. Okay, so they've just taken this from us. And this is a vassal that we had. So we can still get in there and just release the vassal. But we're going to have to destroy. I was hoping that their armies would stay there so we could catch them. This is sort of like, this is an interesting raiding group. This particular group. I should actually find out more about them because they seem to be destroying cities as they go. So they may actually have the mechanic there to essentially just not be able to take over cities. They may just be a destroyer. Here they come again. Now we've got, our forces are okay-ish to be able to hold these back. Oh, that's a big force coming into our territory as well. We're in the bottom corner, bottom southeast corner, and we do have a force protecting that land. But we're still trying to clear out all these different monster dens and things as well. A lot of monsters down this way. Okay, day 81. Actually, we're sort of getting more to the end game rather than the mid game. Hi, Adar1 saying, hey Daz, is the Thanksgiving holiday in the States? Is in the spirit of that, I want to say how thankful I am to you and your style of streaming. Enjoy your content a lot. Keep it up. Thank you for that. That's very much appreciated. Yeah, I guess I'm not as animated as some people are. I'm still passionate, but I'm just not animated. Very passionate about the gaming, but not the. I don't know. I actually, I find personally, I just cannot watch streamers who are just like almost fake, if that makes sense. I just try to just be myself. Actually, I don't even try to do anything. I just play the games. Now that's a big force up through here. Now we've got our force right here. This is actually a group of a very strong group that we actually have that we just need to keep protected. Now we do actually have some groups in here that are coming back up. We had just finished off a big attack, like a big group from there. Actually, I should have put this into context. What we have is we've got three groups of two, three teams of two is what we're actually up against, which is why we see the 6 up through here, and so they're fighting each other as well as me. So I'm on my own, but these are actually on hard mode, and so you can see AI hard there. So this is Acrian the Endless, and also the Sanguine the Atoner. So essentially we've got the Bloodied Halflings as well as the Void Seekers. Now they're coming from this angle over here. So that's them in through there, which have just taken the city and are now moving across with their force to sort of take us on back over this way. So they're coming towards this territory, which is they're not that strong. So we'll be able to zip back down and take them out. The Bloodied Halflings we've been fighting, and we've been taking over their cities. So they're sort of down in that side. Then we actually have in the middle group, we have the Logar, the Ship's Scourge, which is the Crocodile Corsairs. Now this one, I think, if we have a look at this one here, the Crocodile Corsairs, they're Draconic and Fey Touched. Ruthless Raiders. So what do they get with that one? Nearest city gains 3 gold. Yeah, that's okay. Well, there's nothing where they have to actually go through. Got the yeah, that's okay. So they seem to be just destroying cities as they go. Mark of the Tower. What does that one do? Okay, that's not really going to matter that much. I thought they may have had like the setting that that means they can't take out the cities. They have to destroy them because they have been creating ruins, and so they've been severely damaging every other faction that they come up against. For us, it's not a problem because they're sort of diagonally across from where we are, so it's not really a big issue. They're getting close though, so they're still sort of moving through and just causing all sorts of destruction. So there's those two there. We haven't come across Nyaketh yet. I think Nyaketh is even further over here somewhere. I think we had problems with them over this way, but they're miles away. Actually, that's their city there. Acreon the Endless has got a city out that way, so maybe it was Acreon. But I was trying to knock out the halflings out of the game, and so it's just going to be one on their own. And this is what I've got to try to do is not destroy a team. I've got to leave one of the team members fairly strong to be able to then fight the other teams, and then we take out another one and then another one. The other force that we actually have, the last force we have is the force that's up in here, and we have Imbria, who is the cultist of the blood rite. So they're an elder vampire hybrid as well, so they're sort of a bit like us. And they're using draconian transformation as well for their major transformation. So, and they're also dark as well. They're a cult of death. We're a cult of tyranny. So we've actually gone with the dark faction. So they're playing a bit of a different one, but they're also vampires. And we've just destroyed a lot of their forces that were besieging us. So we've destroyed them enough that they shouldn't be a big problem for quite some time with us. And then their friends are Zorn the Disciplined, who is these are Oathrakers. These are essentially orcs. They've got Inner Mastery back in through there. Oathsworn, so they're righteous. So these are sort of fundamentalists, I guess. Relentless Crusaders. Anyway, they're good with what they're doing, but they're coming down with their crusade to then come and sort of take us on. So Slavehold is one of our cities. Our core cities really are here. Like we've got Lothek as our home city, and then we've got Slavehold is another one of our cities. And on this landmass we have Dominance as well. So we've got those 3 cities there, which are all very, very close to each other. And then underground, if I go underground, we have another city back over here towards the Halflings, which we have actually taken over. And so this is actually a city that we have got we've actually changed them to the vampires as well. So we've actually got the vampires in this particular region. And so this is one that we're slowly building up as well. Playing as the vampires, we can fight well underground, away from the sunlight, and there's also sunless terrain, which we can actually change. Even if you're playing a game that doesn't actually have it on the map, you can make it if you're playing as one of the vampires, just to give you the ability to be able to heal and also to fight well. So we certainly have that in our terrain. Anyway, that's sort of a bit of a summary as to what's going on. I'll just go page up again. So the big threats we have are, and what I would almost prefer to do is just wait for, actually, where am I? Yeah, this is actually, we've got vassals down through here as well. So we set up another city just to allow it to expand into this region. And we probably don't need, if I can just clear out, if I can get a bit of respite just to be able to clear all this out, that would be pretty cool, actually. So these guys are coming down. They may not want to attack us. They've got like a lot of forces here, though. Like they're not insurmountable. That's a big one. Got some phoenixes. Everyone's picking up different units based on on clearing out the various. That we're in a world that spawns a lot of these dens, monster dens, and things like that. So, every time we do it, we have the option to pick up some powerful units, and so they've also been grabbing these as well. But this is not terribly bad for me. So what I think I'll do is I think I'll lure them in, and we'll do that by just moving away from this, and hopefully they'll then come into this location. So we'll actually just move away where they can't see us. So we'll just come back into, in fact, if we have a bit of a look to see where can they get to. Where's a hero? There's a hero there on their own. So they can get all the way out to about here. So all we need to do is, and we've got the other force that will be coming out this way as well. So we may have to destroy them. We also do have to go and, we've got another group which I was moving to try to help further back on the other side. But I can't do that with these two coming in. So this was actually going to be a reinforcement. So I was sending back a Phoenix. I think I might have to just leave them where they are. Let's just go and get our forces here and just sort of rearrange them a little bit. And I do want to get these warlocks. I've got a white witch, a blood cultist, and a warlock together. They weren't able to come into the last fight that we had, so we'll just sort of leave them a bit further back. So we've got a bit of a yeah, that one's actually fairly well balanced. This particular group, I could possibly do with one less immortal in this particular group in through here. And this is a very, very strong force that we actually have. The one's got shades and does already have a warlock there as well. So I sort of want to intersperse these warlocks in amongst these. It's also got a warlock. And actually this also operates as a warlock as well, a battle mage with fire bolts. I'll throw that one back out. I may even just create a separate force. Like I've got another one there. I wanted to get another group of low-level units. So I've got that one there. I'll move in the White Witch in this case, I think. Pyremoth and the White Witch don't really work well together. I'll go with the Blood Cultist. So I'll just go and move that one across. I'll just move these back a little bit, just away from the... so we'll just keep these ones fairly central at this stage. So just move that one back there. And we'll just bring back in the Blood Cultist into that group. Trying to get balance with these groups. This one here is, we've got sort of too many sort of heavy hitters. So I really would like to get rid of two of these. But I'd like to keep these two with the commander, with Karok, because they'll see a lot of fighting. The balance of this one is actually good, so I won't change that one. I'll just move that one back up, just away from there. We also have to get rid of birds' nests and things like that down in this region. There's got a bit of work to do down in here as well. So we just need to get respite, so to be able to then go and do this. Let's just go and move that one back to there, leave that one there, just so that they can heal up from that last fight. And then this one here is the one that we're thinking that we probably will get rid of some of the units. And I think I'll actually get rid of both of the low level. And I'll just move these across to join up with those. So we end up with a... hang on, why can't I do that one? Because that one moved back. Just move this one down to meet up with those. And I might as well bring this one back up now, because I'm not going to be able to get across. So we'll just move that one up to join in with that particular group. That will be sort of like almost like a reserve force. Now that leaves... Yep, the 2 slots there. Alright, that's good. Okay, so we're struggling a little bit with money and also mana. We need to keep on getting more of those. Hi Tenru, how you going? You're playing a blood-sucking dwarf? No, just a blood-sucking human. So we're playing as a Mortia Volatar, an elder vampire. There we go, with the blood orb. So And Brian Leibel is saying, "Hey Daz, just wondering how is the AI or the computer components? Is the game challenging?" Oh yes, it is indeed. It's quite a difficult game actually. I've got to say, it's sort of one of these games where it does some people's heads in, like particularly the tactical aspect of the game is like unsurpassed when it comes to tactical combat. But that's also an aspect that some people don't like. So it's like some of the tactical battles can be really, really intense, and that's what's going to happen here if these guys encroach into our territory. I want to capture that. I want to trap them, not capture them, but trap them, so I can then actually take them out with my force. I'm very what I'm trying to do in here is to try to keep a really balanced force. What the AI will do is look at the numbers if it's going to challenge us. It will see like 1394 there as an attack value, but some of our forces actually are a lot lower. These are all very, very strong. That's 1,000 there. This one here is only 390. So it's actually, this one looks very, very weak, but it's not as weak as it looks. So it's actually it is. Like the combination of the forces also plays a massive bearing on what does go on, but the AI plays very, very well. And so when they come in, we're going to have to essentially find out what their weaknesses are and then try to exploit them. And so in tactical combat, that's very, very difficult. So, but the game itself is just super, super well balanced, and it's really brilliant. It's such a brilliant, brilliant game. Thank you there for the super chat there, Brian. That's very, very much appreciated. Thank you for all these videos. They've helped me get through a recent loss, a little escape. Oh, that sounds terrible. That's not good. Yeah, I know what you mean. Like getting a bit of a distraction, a bit of a. So anyway, I hope that you're on the mend and you're sort of overcoming that. That doesn't sound like that'd be very nice at all. Anyway, let's continue on. So I've got this one here, which I had moved back. So we'll have to move that one back in again. But they are healing up. So we'll continue on with our main force. Our main attack force is over here, which is actually weaker than the force that's up here. This force here is just protecting our homeland. We'll just go back. President of Heritage. So this one here is wanting to change. Now this one's a prospector. Now, what does the prospector do? So the major ambition, Governed City has a gold income of 200 plus. Clear a resource node. Yeah, I'm not sure that's going to work. Fearmonger, what do we have there? So win a battle where 5 enemies routed. That's actually very doable. Rout enemies units in battle. Again, that's very, very doable for us. And just Shepherd. This one probably doesn't sound like it's going to be all that great. Win a combat with only animal, plants, and elementals on your side. No, that's not going to happen. Evolve or promote a unit of the hero's army. Not going to really happen for us because our mana is just so low because we've got so many different animals and things that we've already got fighting for us. So it's sort of half there, but I think Fearmonger is going to be the one that will work best for us. This actually is just a sort of like a side quest that the units actually have. Which one is that? This is Alvin. If I just right click, it's up in here. So at this stage, really hasn't done anything at all. So and the governor, this one's now a Fearmonger. So it just needs to try to rout enemy units in battle, and if it can rout enemy units in battle, you'll then start to pick up renown. As it picks up renown, we then get different bonuses, which will actually then impact the city that they control. And so this one, particularly the city, is often what actually does happen through here, where we end up getting different bonuses. So it's important to try to get these renown levels up, certainly for us, because the economy that we have going is not very good. So our economy is fairly weak. Infestation, so we've got this great bird's nest is sort of growing into our territory. So I have to get time to come down with this army to clear out these incursions down this way. There's a lot of them down this way that we have to destroy, but we just have to find the time to do it. Okay, new empire skill. Where was that? We've got 278. up here. There we are. Cities gain 500 draft, so we don't want that one as such. This one here, raising cities grants +1 population to one of your cities for every 3 population of the city that was raised. That's not bad. So that's war slaves. And pillaging as well. Takes -1 turn and yields 20% more rewards. And pillaging units are healed for 20 hit points. That's not bad as well. What's next? Forced march. Yeah, probably won't bother with that one. Raising cities yields 20 permanent gold income. That may be what the Corsairs have got. They may be up that way. Hi, Beacon. How you going? There's some conquerors in through here. Plus, that doesn't matter either. There's a lot of things in here that just don't really matter that much. But that one there, raising cities. I was releasing them as vassals. Like, that does give me income. I don't know. I think I'll just stick back out where I am at this stage. The more that we do, the Imperium is an interesting mechanic because it's hard to acquire, and it's also if you get more powerful units, you end up using Imperium. You can see their unit upkeep. I'm paying 26 already, which is actually a fair amount. I'm getting +39, but every time I get a tier 4 or 5 unit, it's going to cost me Imperium. But it then makes me that much more powerful. But it then means that I grow slowly through this particular tree. So there's some sort of pros and cons with sort of getting the more powerful units. So we'll just keep on sort of doing what we're doing, though, I think. So Diovec produced the estate hall down through here. So we just want to keep on sort of building things up. Now, the arcane battlements, I can get that one immediately. I might throw that one in. And the ballista towers, this will then make it so that if we do get attacked, it's going to be difficult for units to then come back through and like we'll be able to defend it reasonably well. Beacon of Valor, that's going to... Yep, so we don't really want that one so much. The caltrops will then sort of make it difficult to attack. The Overlord Tower, this one does give us Imperium. So I think I'll actually grab that one. Let's get the Overlord Tower in there. We also have a whole lot of special improvements we can actually then go and do as well. So but I'll get this one here first. And we won't keep on building units in through this other side. We'll just sort of let that one go. That one there is now, we've now gotten rid of the ruins that were there. What I wanted to do with this little group was to be able to, this is actually my attack group. I really wanted these to be able to move out and basically just really cause a lot of destruction. For example, through here is the capital of the halflings, but I just want to go back and recapture the city that had fallen above, and I really can't afford to let them be separated because they need to support each other. So that produced the arcane battlefields back in through there as well immediately that turn. A ruined province can be rebuilt. So there is actually, they've now moved away from this zone, which I can now just go back in and repair. There's a lot of things that these guys have been damaging. This is the incursions down this way. Thank you, Tailsly Fox, for the gifted subs. That's very, very much appreciated. Yeah, yesterday was a bit crazy actually with the gifted subs. So yeah, I wanted to thank everyone for that. That was pretty cool. Frosting transformation. So we now actually have this one that we can then go and do. We'll select new research. And the constrictor I really like. It's only a tier 2 unit, but gee, it actually does such a good job. And for us, I think it's going to be even better. This one is, this is something we could really, really make use of. It's, we've also got the Shade Network. So this one here gives me +10 knowledge income and +10 knowledge for each non-owned city that shares a border with the city. Now, this is, we don't have any at this stage, I don't think. And then we've got the, so that is city structure. And then we've got the tyrannical exploitation through here. So this is target vassal city no longer gains allegiance, and we sort of can stop it at that point. I'm not really interested in that one, so I'm going to go with the constrictor here. So we'll just go and try to get that one done. Now these are going to keep on being raided all the time. We do need to come back out and cause issues with these, but we have to wait and just sort of see what we can do with the with this group here. They're too dangerous. I've got 3 turns. I do have 3 turns, meaning I could go down. Yeah, see, it's 2 turns for me to get down to there. 3 turns to get down to there, which means that if they attack, I've then lost that city. So I really can't afford to move off. I'll just leave them where they are. All right, here we go. So we've now got the group. We're just going to go above ground just by pressing the page up or page down and just move out. Now we want to take the city back straight away. So let's just go back into here. So Stronghold is back under being a vassal for ours. So and so they're sort of and what happens is we've actually got them. We've got one of them in essentially held hostage, and so these will end up. It's sort of like having like we don't need to have the Whispering Stones, because the way that when we play Dark as a tyrant, we end up doing it in this way. Now, can we catch up with these guys? Not really. Now what I can do is just leave that one there. This is going to be very easy for anyone to attack. I can get on the water, but I don't really. I want it to stay back where we are. What I want to do is I do want to finish off the halflings. Let's just move back away from the city, sort of invite them back in again. And just bring all of these up to lend support. Leave that one there, and just keep them all together. That way they're all supporting each other if there's an attack. Yep, so there's nothing else we need to do there. And leave that one where that is. Now we do actually have, I've got a shade that was also moving down to try to move across the other side. So I'll move this one now back up as well. I was trying to get these across to the other side. We may sort of switch things around here a little bit as well. Just leave that one where that is, and that one where that is. Now we need to do production in here. So when we get attacked, we get the draft income. The ballista towers would be good. I don't think we'll end up in sieges there, but we may. The Masonic Hall. So it's more just trying to get production and income. Now I don't have enough. I've just spent all my gold. That's boosted. Getting the Black Palace would be good. Blood Altar, what's it going to do? Give me draft income, which I don't need. Channeling Tower, plus 10 mana, that would be useful. Plus 3 mana per adjacent conduit. Now, I don't actually have a lot. If I go and click on this one, it will then sort of highlight where I've got one conduit down there, which means that if I grabbed it there, I only get like one extra. There's another one essentially there. But then that relies on, that one there I think relies on the foresters. Or is it the Ritual Pyre? No, the Ritual Pyre I think relies on those. So there's not really a great option there for the Channeling Tower. What else have we got? Dark Forge, plus 10 gold. So this one here is plus 5 production per adjacent quarry, mine or forester. Actually that's a good one. That's a very good one. And again, if we have a bit of a look and see, we've got quarries there, one quarry each there, but I've got more foresters and things on the other side. That one there, really, really good. So I can build that one in there. So I can build a Dark Forge at that point and then pick up a fair bit. So that will ultimately give me 15 production and 10 gold. Not bad at all. If I go this way, we then lose some food. Yeah, so we end up with less there. and again less there as well. At that point we only get 5, so this one here is by far the best. Let's go and build it there. So we'll just go and build that location at that point. I really can't afford to get any more units at this stage, so I'm just going to let everything sort of just go. We are losing gold. I'll be able to make gold up again, but I'll just have to. I'll just need to sort of lose it there for a little while. Let's leave that one there. Interesting, they're moving back, but they're not attacking us. We've left it open. Now we may have to just keep on bouncing back until we can catch them. We may be able to catch them now. Here comes the halflings. Here comes the corsairs. They're going to take out this large monster den. That will then give them a special unit as well. When you take these out, you then end up getting bigger units as well. But they actually lost a few units with that particular attack. So they've been weakened. And we can ultimately then see what was there. What did they pick up? It's hard to tell. Not much by the looks of things. Here we go. So this is... this is this one down through here. No, this is this one. So she's now coming back. Here they come. This is what we want. We want them on our territory. We've got them now. They've fallen into our trap. Our clever little trap. Yeah, take slave hold and we will destroy you. So they have to, they're going to possibly have like 1 or 2 weak units. And we're going to be able to target those initially to weaken them off even more. So unless they actually end up with like all strong factions, we're going to be able to come in and pick, actually in this, they've got left one there, which is weak. So we'll be able to initially come in and do an attack with our force. That one's going. All right. So with the just with the layout, we've got a couple of cities in here. We're trying to get these to grow so that the incursions can't keep on coming back in. Dominance, I want to sort of end up creeping into this territory in through here as well, just so that again they can't spawn as much is what we're sort of seeing. That will then just free up my armies. But in this case, we now have a big attack going in, so they're actually besieging. That's going to in 3 turns. We're going to have to deal with that one. There is this one unit on its own, so if I go and hit that unit, it will then pick up the 2 strongest units within range to then help it. So what's that one? 817. It'll just go off these numbers: 1440, 1000. So it will be. If I click on that one through there and then have a look at the view which armies would aid it, they would be the armies. So those 3 there. So we can sort of pick and choose a little bit what's going to happen here. Now these are good, and they're actually using these light spirits, so that these are going to be coming in to help them, which is going to be they've got condemning blast in through there as well. They also are healers, so they'll be causing a lot of they'll be healing up their units as they go. The Phoenix comes back to life with a fiery rebirth. We've got them, they've got them. Level 9 hero in through here, which is a death blast with frost attack. Now we have a little bit of protection with that one. Actually, with the, what are we doing in here? Painbound. So we've got one more turn there before we can actually sort of get this particular race transformation. Not that it'll worry us too much. The other one group that was going to be coming in was this one here. Again, we've got nightmares, which I think do flame damage. Yeah, they do flame damage and spirit damage. So they do a lot of flame, whereas we do a lot of frost, is sort of the way that things are working. We haven't become full frostlings yet, which means that they'll be fairly strong against us once we do that one, but then we'll have other benefits as well. And so Zorn is a level 11. This is actually their leader. He is a defender. Okay, that's going to be okay. He does have Seduce. 60% chance of making target enemy unit become dominated for 3 turns. So we have to be careful of that. Yeah, that is going to we have to be very careful. 108 hit points. But if we target this unit here, just this Fanatic Zealot, we will then be able to at least have like an advantage with the numbers, because there'll be one stack that's just not quite strong enough. So we'll send our 3 biggest in, our biggest and brightest. Now we do actually have the Shade, which is a skirmisher unit. What else have we got? Do we want to move any of these back in? They're all pretty good. That's very well balanced. Just looking at what we've got there, 2 mages, and everyone else is an attacker. That one's also a mage as well. So that's got three attackers and 3 mages. The Shade, I feel, would be better than these, but I think I'll still just keep them in the group. So let's just do a quick save here and get ready. So I can certainly come through and attack that particular unit there. You can see even with this one here, we end up with like it says we've got a 1948 attack coming from that particular one. There is actually a group over here as well which would join us. This is actually a NPC army of Night Watch. So they've actually come in from here. Now they're moving over to do some sort of attack or something like that. Now I don't want them to be participating in my fight because they're just not strong enough. There's only what are 3 of them, I think. I'll just close that one off. Yeah, so they're very, very weak. So we'll need to just make sure that we have all 3 of our forces in here. So we might as well do it from the central location. If I do it, I'll just move this one in here. Whichever one you attack with will be the central army. And I think I'll have the frost dragon. I think I'll have this one as the central. And that's going to be a it's still a risky battle there, but we now have 3,000. So we'll just move that one in. Still picking up that other one. And we'll grab you as well and just move this one in. That way this other one won't participate. And do a quick save here. Alright, so by attacking that one through there, it's now a low-risk battle. We have 4,000 points against their 2,800. So it's sort of it's not really going to be a big problem for us. Now, I can, if I auto-battle this, there's a chance that we're going to suffer damage, which means I may not be able to bounce across into the next fight. If that's the case, I'll probably, so I'll just come back in. We have a very, very strong group. It's sort of one of these things now where I do want to, and then we're going to have to go after their 3 lowest units straight away afterwards. Let's just do an auto combat and see how things work, but I may have to fight this one manually just to protect my units. We should win it. Now we lost a couple there. The Avenger, I don't care about losing the Avenger. I don't really want to be losing the Vampire Spider Matriarch. So I'm going to play this one out again, and you can see that we took a lot of damage there as well. So I'm going to do this one manually. So I'm just going to go into retry, and I can retry as many times as I like. So this is a great way to learn the game. But the combat is very, very tricky. Now we actually have a bit of an advantage in here. We are sort of fighting, like we're essentially inviting the siege to come right now. Having said that, we don't actually have any real protection in the location. Now, do we have? They've got a few units in here. We start off with some of these constrictors already, with some tentacles. I'm not sure why. I must have set something up there. What else do we have in through here? Sunless, yeah. Units without heartless in sunless terrain regenerate nearly 5 hit points per turn on the world map and only revive 50% of temporary hit points when healed in combat. So their healing is going to be weaker than ours. So we actually have this. This is a bonus that we actually have for fighting as a vampire in our own terrain. Now, the groups that we actually have, we are going to be wanting to take out each group very, very carefully. And we don't know exactly how they're going to be attacking. Often what I like to do is you'll see the little number just as a bit of a tip. You'll see that the style of attack, this is a battle mage, and it's level 3. This is just a basic fighter down here at level 3 as well. This is something special at level 4. That's the Phoenix, but essentially still just a fighter. There's a commander. That's the actual commander there at level 11. This is only a tier 1 unit. This is an entwined thrall, and this one here is a skirmisher unit. When you see a tier 1 or 2, they generally are pretty basic. Like they tend to not have too many extra things. Once you get to tier 3, sometimes there'll be different sorts of attacks that they can do or different abilities that they may actually have. So it is worth having a bit of a look to see what's going on through here. Now these ones do actually have, what's that one there? That's what it can attack straight away. So they'll destroy these very, very quickly. We have a lot of mana, which is good, so we can use that for the actual combat itself. Again, we've got tier 2 units down through here, which aren't going to really be a big problem. This one can focus its aim if it needs to. I'll just keep on playing, I think, and then we'll just sort of go from where things are actually happening. Now, can I get an attack with this? Should be able to. Who do I want to attack? No, I can't do the attack. I wonder why. Yeah, I can't actually do it. I thought I'd be able to with that one, but anyway, that must be on some sort of cooldown, I guess. So what we want to do here is just is anything that can sort of fight from the battlements, we'll sort of keep that one going. They do have some flying units, so they can fly across the battlements, but we'll just try to sort of protect different units, and we'll try to go fairly... We could spread out and just take out each section one at a time. You've got the one guy in the middle there that we're attacking. So we could split this into 2, or we could invite them into the middle here and just have like one big fight. So we've got a few different choices here. I'm going to set up... Now that's actually a burning area, so there's fire already going on everywhere. I think I'll actually move to the center. Just leave this one over here for now. Facing is important in this game. Not so much at the very, very start. Now the Avenger I'm just going to leave behind. That one there, the White Witch. So we'll leave her there, and then we'll actually move the Avenger down that way. These are battlements, which give me a little bit of an advantage if I can keep range units on there. Karok is also will get an advantage in these locations. I'll move him out to this location. So we can't reach anything just yet. I'll move this one down just to, again, protect these other units, I think. Actually, no, I'll move that one into there. And we have the these battlements that have been taken down do actually have fire. So we don't want that to be the case. The Shade, just move them across, then we'll move them down. That's on fire, actually. Probably should have moved back there. And then back over here, this is the weaker of the forces. This is not as strong as the other side, so I think I'll actually support this side here a little bit with more attacks, and probably get the dragon over this way as well. Let's have it ready to sort of to come back in afterwards. Just trying to keep it away so that when they use spells, there's not going to be too much zone of like area of effect that can be impacted. This one is still healing up, that dragon. Now with this one here has got like a poison bolts. So we'll sort of use that. So we'll now move across this other side. And again, with having the combined forces that we have, I want to keep it away from these gaps. So I'll move one into here. Have that one just go back into the middle there and just protect the center. It's got a fair few hit points. It's flaming. We'll just leave that one back just in case there's something else that comes that way. think I might even just move this one. Actually, no, that's really on the far edge. Just move these across into these locations. Now I can fly to that one there. That will be okay. Let's just take that Pymoth across. It's only a tier 2. It's not. I don't mind if that unit gets killed. And we then actually have these units as well. So I'll start to bring these across into different locations in here as well. Then we have Alwyn, who has got a crossbow bolt. And Spider. Just keep that on the side. 2 spiders, so I'll just keep one sort of a bit more central. And this one I will actually keep just sort of in the background here. I'll just leave it where it is, just to see what they do. All right, that's everyone done. So we've just sort of, and I'm going to be protecting. What possibly happened in the last one was that the forces may have gone out and tried to fight in the middle ground, but we want to fight on the battlements because we've got some fairly good protection there, and we also have some fairly good attacks with the mages and things. So Judy Hutt saying, what faction are you, Daz? We are playing as the Dark Tyranny faction. This Dark has now been split with the newest update. It's a free update, so everyone's got access to it. So if you're playing a Dark faction, you now have to choose between sort of like an undead approach or a tyranny approach, and we've gone with tyranny. Tyranny is really quite interesting. It actually does a lot of different things. I'll explain that maybe when we get out of the fight, because it has a big impact on your economy and particularly your vassals. So it's all about capturing enemies to actually then sort of hold them for ransom. So that's sort of how the tyranny sort of then does work. So we're playing as Dark, and we're playing as the Elder Vampires. So we're playing in a sunless terrain, which is what this is in through here, which then works for the vampires. So we have bonuses with what we're doing. And so Ken is saying, greetings tacticians and vegan, there we go. And so we've got, and Ken saying, were caustic worms also in Age of One's Planetfall? I'm not sure actually. I think you may be right. I think they may have been. I've seen them. I think you're right. I think they've come from Planetfall. Yeah, that's interesting. So anyway, let's continue in. So we've got a couple of reserves in the back through here, the dragon and one of the spider matriarchs. Let's just let's end our turn here. And again, if you once you think you've got in a strong position, do a quick save if you're doing this one. I'm just going to go Control S and save. I can also just do an actual save by pressing Escape. So you can actually now save. You can't really do this in any of the previous Age of Wonders games, but in this case, we can actually now save, wherever we are in the actual battle, which means we can come back. If we sort of get to a point where we think, okay, look, I'm thinking I'm in a good position here, just do a save, and that way you don't have to go back and replay the whole battle. It is a great way to learn the game, is to keep on playing the battles out. Are you sure? Yes. Now, what will they do? They should spend some time attacking these. They're bolstering themselves up. They can't use actually they can use their spells, I think, this turn. They haven't. At least they have. They've used this counter stance. So they've sort of spread themselves out a little bit now because of this, which gives me a big advantage. This is why it's often better to just do this yourself. So we have, this is not all that powerful, but if we go for this one here, I can then sort of go and get do some damage to both of these. So I do actually have, I've got a few different things I can do here. So with Karok the Caster, we also then have Siphon Blood, which will allow me to dominate and actually take over an enemy unit, particularly, you know, depending on what they actually are. So it wouldn't be bad to get this one here, for example. If I go to the Siphon Blood, at this stage, it's only a 44% chance to be dominated. That one there is immune to it. So getting this one here would be good. But what I need to do is I need to get its resistance down before I actually start to do that. So I might come back. We also then have a Chaining Evocation. So it deals damage. This is fire damage, which is not going to affect this middle one here at all. In fact, all of these are not really impacted by the fire damage. So that's useless to us. Conjure Lesser Elemental Spirit is not really going to be all that powerful either. So summon a tier 1 spirit based on the hero's chosen discipline. Really not interested in doing that one. So it's going to come down to either doing the Death Bolts, which will cause area of effect attacks, or trying to take something over straight away. Now we do actually have, these are going to go straight back into other areas. I might move that one out of the way. I don't really want to go into the fire at this stage. I do actually have this one here. If I go and take this one on, there's a 53% chance of weakening it. There's an 18% chance of being constricted for a turn. It's going to be then tormented as well, which will then impact its morale, and a 35% chance of causing bleeding. But it will also, should impact its, if we right click on this, or left click on that one there, it should start to impact their status resistance. So reduces the chance that the unit will be affected by negative status effects. Now this is the one that we need to remove to be able to dominate. So I think it will actually do a bit of in that way as well as with what it was actually doing. What else do we have? So with the attacks coming in this way, 40%. I do actually have probably a better chance there. Like these actually don't concern me all that much, to be honest. These units. Only 12% chance of constricting that one, 18% there. I'll try to get this one here initially. Grazed. Has been tormented, and that's all we actually did. And we did bleed it there as well. So it's so that one we didn't actually do what we needed to do with that particular unit. So this particular unit now is able to now fly in and do damage to our unit, which is what's going to happen. So we'll just have to sort of tweak, like just be prepared for that attack when it does. It's most likely going to come into here, I would think. So I could use the Frost Dragon to sort of go out and do some damage out this way, for example, which would give me, I do actually have one big Frost Breath attack that I could sort of do a fair bit of damage and then sort of fly the Frost Dragon back out again. Actually, our Frost Dragon's already suffering a little bit from morale. Oh, there we go. We've got a modify missing screen name. That's interesting. So there is actually a... Do they all have that? Yeah, there is. Not sure what that is. Anyway, let's take on... I think we'll take on this one here. It's been weakened. If we have a quick look at it, is that going to change it? Did it change the status resistance at all? Yeah, it did. So it reduced it by a couple, and which means that there's a chance now that we'll be able to take it over. What have we got now? We're going to have got a 60% chance of dominating it. So I might throw that one in just to see if we can actually take this one over straight away. No, it resisted it, unfortunately. So this is actually one of those things now where I'm thinking, okay, well, that's probably now a bit of a problem. I will actually now throw the blade. In here, I don't want to extend on the burning areas just yet. It's been blinded. We'll actually send out the hatchlings. They'll be on fire. And we'll just send them down to attack this unit. And we can send out this one as well. They'll also be put into the fire straight away. I can get close to killing that one off. There's a big counter-attack there. This one can't counter-attack, so I'll just move that one down into that location. I'm going to keep this one where it is. We do actually have Helm Splitter, so this is actually a it's only range 1. So I'm just going to leave that one back there. I'm going to leave the dragon back in here. I'm sort of happy enough with its position there. I might just move it a little bit further up. And just stay where we are. Now this one doesn't have an attack. These are all burning. The Warlock. I do actually have a range 6, range 7 actually. Sundering Curse. This will weaken it. So we can actually hit any of these. I'll curse this one here. So it's been severely weakened now. Alright, so thank you there for the subscription there, Howard. Very, very much appreciated. Now back over here, they haven't come close enough. Now, do we want to move? I don't think I want to move away from here. That's actually a battlement that we could actually make use of. I think I'll move into this other location. Now these are burning this Warlock. Just stay away from those. I can't reach anything there just yet. Look, I'll stay over here. Don't want to invite more flame if I can help it. That'll just weaken what we do. And again, I'm just going to keep everyone back here for a little bit. Leave that one there. Can't do anything with that one. It's range 6. Just leave them where they are, I think. So this will be where the main attack does take place. I could start to move some of these across if I'm concerned about this. But I'm not at this stage. They're coming in piecemeal, so I'm sort of fairly comfortable with the attack itself. I've got the Immortals here as well. I'll move them up. Just in behind this group. Actually, I'll just move them back a little bit. So we'll wait for these to arrive. We now have spell casting, which we can use, and I really only want to use it when I need to. This is going to kill me off straight away. If I don't do anything, that will then have to waste a turn. So I'm going to do that rather than attack this, where there is a chance to constrict at 7%. If I don't do anything, one of the units is going to have to finish it off. So I'm just going to do that. I'm just going to leave that back where that is. The tentacles over here were destroyed. I can still bring more tentacles in if I needed to, just to even just sort of block some of these units in to make life a bit more tricky. But I think I'll wait until we really have them close by before I start to do it. I've got 85 combat casting points, and if I have a look at the actual what we actually have, I've got the Rite of Life Leeching. I may sort of change some of these around. These are sort of like our defaults. If I go into the actual spells ready to launch, you can see there I've got like little stars next to these. The Conjure Tentacle is really the one that I do want. The Rite of Life Leech, I've only got 5 spells I can use here. Target friendly unit sustains 5 unblockable physical damage, then all adjacent friendly units gain strengthened for 3 turns. And it'll also life stealing. That's actually quite a good one. We'll wait though until we need to use that. So that one I'll keep. Conjure Tentacle I'll keep. We've got Ice Coffin as well, which has a 90% chance of becoming frozen. That's actually a good one as well. Rite of Bloodletting, so target friendly units, it gets more physical damage. Then all enemy units in a 2x sustain 10 physical damage and gain bleeding for 3 turns. So that's only really if they're surrounded. And then we've got the Baneful Curse. So enemy units in a 1 hex radius gain 90% chance of being weakened for 3 turns. That's a good one as well. I think I'll just keep those 3 as my defaults. So we'll just go and close that. Which then means that this one here, the Conjure Tentacle, is back up through there. That's going to cost me 25 casting points, which means I've got 3 of those that I can bring into the fight, up to 75 points. If I use the Curse, that's only 15, so I've got a few more of those that I can bring in, and that's 20 points to bring that one in. So I could do that 4 times, but we'll sort of see how we go. The Tentacles are very, very useful. Now, what do we have? Next unit. As the Immortal, I'm just going to go and leave that one where that is. The Blood Cultist, where are you? I don't think we can do anything with these units. I think we're sort of pretty much done. So I'll do another save here, because I think this is a good position. So I'll just go and end the turn. We want to come out of this one largely unscathed. Rally. Yep, so it's come in. Caused a bit of damage there. So they're now wasting time, which is what we want. And these are here to slow everything down as well. Okay, it's been dominated. They've dominated a low-level unit. So they sort of wasted that domination. So in the battlements, we have a bit of an advantage here. Now, the positioning I had over here was not great because we did allow this one to come in and actually cause a lot of damage, but I don't think we would have been able to do much there anyway. So we need to get rid of this one, so we can actually, we've got some big shots here. We also then have the Sundering Curse in through the other side as well. Which will then cause like not as much. It'll actually then just, sort of move across a whole lot of them. But this one here, if I'm close to what's going on now, we've got fire now going all the way through here again. So the battlements are burning. I think I'll actually just do as much damage here as I can. And just weaken it even more. And then we'll use the dragon to come through. Now, if I do a breath attack, it will actually impact my own units as well, so I definitely don't want to be doing that. So I can kill this thing off just with the dragon. So I'll do that, but it will come back with a fiery rebirth, and we want to see where it ends up. So we want to kill it once it actually does reborn. So where did you come back? Well, next turn it will. Now I can do big damage there. I can also smash this one. And this one here is coming back. Fiery Rebirth in 1 turn. If I stand on it, I think it'll stop it. So I'm going to charge strike this one. And we then want to kill this one off. So I can kill that one off with this particular unit. I can actually almost kill it off with this unit. I'll do it with this one. And when I can kill off those ones that have now been dominated, I'm sort of glad that he went and used the domination on such a weak unit. I don't have big attacks there, but I've still got the attacks in here as well. Now I can do a like an area of effect attack in there. It's only 40% with the actual vampire. I can press the Alt key and actually do damage to ground, and actually then sort of hit other things around it. I think I'll actually just go for this one over here, and if I miss, I still should do some splash damage. Let's start to whittle away. This one's now the most dangerous unit in this region. Oh, we missed. Yeah, that didn't work. Okay, so we'll finish this one off. There's another one down. And the spider here can come out. Can kill that one off if it has to, but I don't, like, it's already burning anyway. So I'll just leave it where it is, and we won't do anything there. So this one's a bit vulnerable. That probably will become the target for the attacks that come in. I'm just going to leave this one back as well. Then we've got this unit here, which is not burning. It's been blinded. So this unit here is still going. Well, that can kill that one off. We'll also do that, I guess. Take a little bit of life stealing from it. And we no longer really have a big attack here. We've got 40%. Look, I'll take it and just see if we can actually do something with it. Ultimately, it's going to be better for me to be back here, I think, attacking the others. But let's just go for this. Okay, only got one hit. It is constricted, so that one can no longer move. Now these guys are now starting to come in again. This thing is going to hit pretty hard and probably try to go after these sorts of units. So let's just go with this one. There's a 6% chance of constricting, so not a hell of a lot. This is the Blood Cultist, which is new in the game. So this is actually part of the DLC. This is like for the vampires. We've got the Scarlet Plague, so it gains 3 blood parasite for 3 turns. If I go and do it, so essentially it's going to then have the blood parasite inside it, which will then make it easier for me to kill it off. So I think I will put that one in. They have other abilities as well. So it's now got a blood parasite on board, which, so unit sustains 4 physical damage each turn, replaces and counts as bleeding, but ignores status effect immunity for bleeding. Stacks up to 5 times. On unit death, it spawns a blood maggot under the opponent's control until the end of combat. So we're just going to let that one sort of keep on going. I'm just going to keep these back. I know this thing's going to come in and do an attack, possibly more likely over here, actually. Now, we don't have a big attack there, but we do over here. And we also have the Burning Dust. Deals damage to enemy units in a 1 hex radius. Let's just go with that one there. Actually, maybe not. No, let's go this way. Okay, it's been constricted, so that one can no longer move. The Warlock can then get the Sundering Curse. I might leave that for some of the more powerful units back there. We're already in the burning areas, so we'll just move this one up and just keep on going for it. been tormented. And back here we have another one. This is actually one that has got a draining bite to dominate. So if something comes in, I may be able to dominate it. And I'll just leave this one back where it is. Although we do actually have this ability here. That's range 6, entwine. Yeah, we don't quite have the range on it just yet. So I'll wait for that one. So we have nothing much really in the middle here. So I'm just going to move this one back. Just to help out more back in through here again. Just leave that one back where it is. Leave that one back where it is and just keep that one back there as well. I could go out, but again, I don't want to be doing that. We do actually have the caustic eruption, which I don't want to be doing either. So I'll just leave that one back where it is as well. So we have defensive mode now for all of these, defensive mode for that one. So I'm not doing a lot this turn. I'm still not really using the I could start to constrict just to sort of keep things away from other units. Like we could actually put a constrictor in here and start to do damage to this to Zorn. That might be now worth doing. So let's go and bring a constrictor back into this location. Now Zorn is, I should have checked this one before, Zorn is actually a melee striker, which means that this guy here is actually more the one that we have to then go for. More than Zorn, although there's a chance to constrict it, but not really a lot. I'll try to 32% chance there. I'll take this one on. Yeah, it's constricted. So unless they kill that constrictor now, they're not going to be able to. That moth is not going to be able to use its attack. So it's sort of basically stuck there because it's in a zone of control. That just sort of means that we've got even more piecemeal attacks coming back in this other side. I think that's pretty much all we need to do, so we'll just end our turn. Yeah, that one burnt. Using more attacks. Trying to heal this one up. Okay, they removed the blood parasites. And they'll empower this one, I think. Oh, weakened, removed. So they're just doing support attacks at this stage. Here they come. It's a big attack there. So they're causing a fair bit. Yep, so they'll attack that one. That will then allow the pyre moth to move on. But it means that the leader now can't move as well. Like it sort of stopped them from doing anything. So now we need to come in and smash this. The damage hasn't been terrible. The pyre moth is not going to work against this guy. So the pyre moth has got, like, these are flame bolts, where they do 1 physical but 10 flame damage. And even the burning dust does mainly flame damage. So even though this one is facing this side, I can make use of this guy to then get some shots in here to try to weaken it, because it's not standing in the front of this. So I will start that way. I'm trying to weaken it. It's been tormented, and that's pretty much all it did. Which means that it's the torment is it is bleeding. Torment. So when this unit uses it sustains 8 frost damage, loses 4 morale. So the morale is dropping with this, but not that it matters that much. Now the one thing we actually have through here is I can't dominate it with this bite. The draining bite is not going to affect it. So it's immune to the control loss. So that's not really worth doing. But Alwyn is actually a combat guy. So we've got the melee strike in through there. So just going with the melee strike will be okay, but it will cause me a lot of damage coming back. So I need to just keep on using these sorts of attacks. Now I've got entwine. So this one here has got a base 120% chance of becoming entwined for 2 turns. That will then sort of block it. but it's not going to do much damage. This one here, it's not going to do much damage with that either. So we don't have a lot that we can actually do here that will actually cause any real issues against this particular unit. I've still got 96 hit points. It's very, very strong. It's a tier 4 unit. So it's actually coming in. We need to kill it off. And like as long as we stand on this location underneath there, there is actually the other one trying to respawn. And I'm not going to, so I just can't afford to really move off from there. The groups have now all died off in here. We still have other things. I think let's actually still just work our way out through here. We also have this guy as well, the Blood Cultist. Can then cause some damage this way as well. Try to constrict it. Just more torment. And there's really nothing coming this other way, so if I grab this unit, I can't quite get there. If I had moved that one out of the way, I would have been able to. This one here can come in and do a pretty big attack on the behind it. So I'll take the Immortal in to smash it. And that's cancelled its retaliation, which gives me free shots here with the with this unit. So I'll take those. And the Pyremoth is really just not worth doing. Well, I've got nothing better. So look, I'll just whittle away a little bit of its attack. There is a slight chance we can constrict it. Not that that will matter much. And I've still got 2 here. That one of these will be able to finish it off. So yeah, we'll get the kill, and then it will have the Fiery Rebirth after this. So it's going to come back with a Fiery Rebirth. If I stand on it, and I think I'll do it with this unit, because I don't really need to move that one off. This is going to become a major target now for area of effect attacks. But let's just leave that one where that is. There's nothing else we can actually hit with this one. So just leave that one behind. Just leave these. There's nothing coming through this middle. They're going to be ultimately coming back in through here. So I'm just going to keep that one where that is. And I really just keep this one where this one is as well. So I don't need to do anything else there. Alright, back into where the big fight is. This is actually our main fight, the main event. And we then have the attack in here. So I've still only got 40% attack here. I'll still keep on doing it because I would love to kill this thing off. Yep, there we go. We've got 1 hit and 1 graze. So it's come down a little bit, and it's also impacting the others around it. I'm going to put another constrictor in there just to, again, block this in. They're going to have to fight the constrictor. If I go that way, it's burning there. What sort of damage does this one do? 18. I do have an attack there. I might as well bring these in, I think. So we have weakened that one. Bring the shade in. Yeah, I'll take this one again. Just target their hero. So we are weakening all of these. The spider, I'm just going to keep back where we are, even though it's burning up. I can't afford to really move that one off. Now we do actually have the freezing ability in here. but it's not far enough. It's only range 4. If I move it out, I'll have to then move others out with it. But I do have the dragon. Let's do it. Let's actually go out now and see if we can freeze one of these. What's the freeze going to do? It's it looks like it's almost 100% chance to freeze. I can hit it from there. Let's take this. Let's just give it a go. I should have saved. I should have done a quick save there. In fact, I will, because that's sort of now. This is now a contentious move. Moving out like this can be a problem. So we'll just keep on going back. Hi, Will McBoo saying, "Hey Daz, I don't run any mods with Age of Wonders 4, but I did try one out that I'm going to keep using that you may be interested in. It's a camera mod for combat that lets you zoom out very far and zoom in very close. If you're interested, I can find out what it's called." Yeah, that'd be great, thank you. I also don't use mods at all. In fact, it's sort of one of these things I probably won't use it, but I do like to know when there are good mods around. So I've sort of got like a mode of playing if I do use mods, but typically I'm playing when the game has just had like a release, because the releases come out pretty quickly. Okay, Golden Age is then saying, "I just picked up this game and expansion pass while on sale. Great game. It's an incredible game. All the Age of Wonders games have been great, but this adds an interface like Victoria 3 with all the tooltips I like. Yeah, it's very, very well done. You can really tell the marriage between Triumph Studios, the developers, and Paradox, the publisher, is incredibly good. Like they've done such a good job of sort of getting everything just working really, really well. So yeah, and you see the combination of both both parties, which is fantastic. I love seeing that. Like it's the best of both. Now there is what's our chance here? Only an 18% chance of freezing that one. 100% chance of freezing that one, 64. I think I'll still take this one on. I've only got one shot there. 18% chance of freezing. It's going to cause some damage here. Oh, we got it. Wow. That's massive. That is massive, because what that then allows us... Now, one thing we're going to have to check here is, does he have any abilities when he comes back to life? Keeper's Mark. There it is. So, unit has Faithful. When taking fatal damage for the first time, this unit gains Steadfast for 1 turn and Pacified for 1 turn. Now, Steadfast is what we don't want. So, this unit cannot have fewer than 1 hit points for 1 turn. So... I think we're now in a position where we need to get him down to 1 hit point and then take him out the next turn. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go and hit another constrictor in there, back in the same position. But this time we're going to attack him. Still not going to get it right down, unfortunately. Still got the dragon. I'm going to bring the dragon out, because we should now be able to do a lot of damage here. I don't have anyone else that can really jump out and cause issues. I'm just going to have to keep that one locked down. Well, in that case, I'm probably better off. I'm not going to be able to get the kill here. So we're going to have to do this in 2 turns. So I'll keep on constricting this one. Stop it from moving, if we can. No, we didn't manage to do it that time. I do have a Frost Breath, which, oh god, I could have done it. I will actually take this Frost Breath out and hit those. We've almost got it. Let's just leave that one where that is and leave you where you are. And that's pretty much it for our turn this turn. So this is another good turn. We're sort of now, by not moving out too much until we really can sort of dominate, it's a good way to sort of play the game. You don't want to be moving out too quick. Tactical camera zoom. There we go. Thanks for Warmac Boo. So still doing different attacks and things. Now that one managed to get away. It should be obliged to try to kill this thing off. Taking a bit of damage here, and this is something I didn't want to have happen. So we may not be able to go after the other group of three, the three groups of six that they've got. We're in a strong position here. I will be wanting to move off from there. I'm just going to move that one off from the Fiery Rebirth. Why can't I hit that? It's not far enough. Oh, that one sit back there. Pyremoth is taking a bit too much damage now. I'll come back to that corner. This one here is the one that we want to be killing now. We're going to be able to kill this one off, but it won't actually die. So it's now slipped away, and it's so when we have a look at the status of this particular one, it's now got steadfast, so it can't have fewer than one hit point for one turn, so it can't do anything. This now just means that essentially anything that hits it is going to be a bit wasted, so it's not going to have any real impact. Unfortunately, this guy here is really taking a lot of damage. Again, I don't really want to move off that location just yet. We can kill that one off. I can kill that one off. Or that one. We've got 2 shots there at 90%. Let's just see what that will do. I can always undo the move. Yeah, 90% chance to kill. There. We'll do that. Oh, actually, could have used that. Dragon around this way. Okay, so we've got that one done. Oh, no, that one had moved actually. Now this one will most likely hit this guy here. I would assume. There's no point standing in the fire anymore. I can't actually do any damage to it. Actually, I can do a little bit just for the next turn. And let's start to bring this one up now. This will be the next fight, so we'll start to move our forces up. Again, we just have to make sure we stand on that one all the time. These are all sort of ranged units, so I might as well now go out and start to attack them. Chance here. Let's go use another one of these again. Okay, it's been constricted, so it can't move off. I'll move this one around just so we can start to sort of make use of it. Bring that one through as well. Pymoth. Stuck in there till we move these other ones out. This one has taken a bit of damage. I think I'll still just keep it going though. Resisted a lot of stuff. It is constricted, so it can't move off. That one just has to stay where it is. Just otherwise, the Phoenix will reform. Okay, and they're all done. So we do still have spell casting. We still have a unit back in here. So we've got two of them that we could make use of. I think I will actually use another constrictor here. Actually, we're getting even more combat casting points. Just start to work on that hero as well. It's been constricted, so he can't move off. That sort of locks that one in place as well. If we have a look at this is Pavrik Yob. What have you got? This is a dwarf. Does he also have the same one? No, he can't. He can be killed easily. That's fine. So yeah, actually, we're picking up casting points as we do things, which is good. Didn't realise that we had that ability. Yeah, we're taking a lot of damage over here. That's constricted. Remove the constriction. Wow, they're healing up quite nicely in here. So we're taking a lot of damage. But this thing now can't really, and this is why we can't, I don't think we're going to be able to. Now we can kill him off. And we haven't really been able to satisfy the problem that we were trying to solve, which was to keep our forces fairly safe. Let's keep on moving this one back now. These can't move. Taking a bit of damage there. Do that. still burning there. Down to 29 points. Let's move off, away from all this. I can kill that one off. I'll just do it from here. This one here, I'll just keep on smashing this guy, I think. And we didn't get any constriction there, unfortunately. Now I can use the web here. I'll just do it. It's been slowed and bleeding. That one has to stay where it is to stop the fiery rebirth. This guy coming in, can't do anything else. This one here is taking a bit of damage. 25%, 65 from there. Let's see if what happens. I'll do another quick save here because I don't think we're going to be able. This one is a bit risky. Try to dominate some of these again now. Bring that one forward. Bring that one out. The Avenger has to stay where it is, at the back there. This thing's suffering a fair bit. Just got one more turn of burning. Just going to move it back away from everything. It's still burning. Yeah, the flames have certainly caused us some issues. Now I can get another constrictor in, or one of the other attacks, but I think I'll just leave it where it is. Oh, geez, we're nearly dead over here. I need to suck the blood of some of these. They're getting ready to run. Alright, their morale is waning. I really need to get the healing up into this one here. We're still burning for one more turn. Down to 6 hit points. What's the range on that? Range 3. So I can hit it from here. Let's just do it. It's not the domination I want anymore, it's the health. Yep, just so we can survive. Did we dominate it? I think we did. Okay, that's cool. So we did actually get the domination there. Not that I really need it or want it. Kill that one off. That should get the others to start to run. do actually still have these with the spawn, the hatchlings. Just get some damage done. That one's down. This one's still got morale. He's still actually doing okay. You can cause issues, but you can't get a kill, I don't think. Alright, that's about all we can really get up to at this stage, I think, so nothing else for us to really get in close and do. How are we going with our units? That one's no longer burning, that one's no longer burning. So everyone is pretty good. That one's not going to be able to get into the fight. Alright, we'll end our turn there. Oh, damn, I didn't know that. Alright, that's a problem. I didn't know that he had a rebirth. That's been dominated. Damn. Well, that certainly changes things. A lot, actually. I now need to go. I need to escape, load game. So I can go to the autosave, which is what I'm going to do. I'm going to load the autosave in and see if that's good enough. I didn't read enough about what that leader has had. So hopefully it's at the end of the last turn. I think it's normally as you leave. No, it's that one there. So it's the start of the next turn. Start of your turn, which is not what I want. So I'm just going to go and go to load game. Quick save. It's only 5 minutes earlier, so we'll just go and load that one in. So while you do the quick saves, guys. Hi Sev, how you going? How goes the war? It's going okay. We didn't achieve what we needed to achieve in this one, which was to try to end up with the controlling. Yeah. So where are we here? So this is the one where we've destroyed this one in here. Now the group that we have that was at the end of that turn. So this one's going to have. Yeah, turn one in 2 turns. So I've got 2 turns before that one starts to come back in. So I'll just move quickly away from where we were with all of these different things, and just move back to sort of what we're looking at. So the trouble we have is this one here burning. We need to come in and do more damage. Hopefully I don't screw this one up. They've all moved. So I need to stand on that one with the dragon. That is our goal. Alright, and this is the one that we're concerned about, both of these. Let's just end our turn here, I think. Began's gifted a sub there. Thank you very much, Began. That's incredible. and golden ages, and saying I made a poison build with toads as barbarians. Pretty cool, pretty good. Need to make a lizard version though. Yeah, it's a very, very open game, like with what you can build in the game. It's amazing, the different combinations. Let's just end our turn here. This one's starting to get ready to run. It's been distracted. That's the problem. Now I've got two that I need to protect. We're bleeding here, and we've got 9. Siphon that one off, and it has been dominated. Can I kill this one off in one turn? I don't think I can. That's been constricted, so that one can't really use its attacks. This one, somehow we need to be able to... actually, I can actually use this. I can't dominate it. I can use the draining bite. I'll do a quick save from here this time. No, I won't do it. The bleeding is a problem. Okay, what else do we have? We've got this one here. Get life stealing, which we don't need. Baleful Curse. What else do we have? Yeah, there's nothing that actually does any sort of healing for us. It's not what we focus on. Come in this way. Doesn't give us any sort of life stealing, unfortunately. That one does kill that one off. We really don't gain anything by it. Now this guy here, there's nothing else there. I can stop him from attacking me. Is it going to be enough? Possibly not. Let's just stand on top of that. It stops him from coming back to life. And we'll keep the dragon here as well. And we'll put another constrictor in. So it really can't run anywhere. That then stops it from using a lot of these attacks. been constricted. So now we just have to survive. And our turn there. Yeah, we lost 4 more points. We should be okay now. We're down to nothing here. Down to 5 points. Time to kill him. Just get this caustic worm to keep on doing damage. There we go, we've got the kill there. There we are. Alright, so we've destroyed that army. But we took a lot of damage ourselves. We didn't actually lose any units, which is good. But and we did capture this guy here, which I'm not really interested in. So we'll just close that one off. I don't think I can do much better than that. After battle recruitment, dismiss it. I don't want that one. You scavenge equipment from defeated heroes, so staff. This is a tier 4 Death Blast staff. That's not bad. We do have an elementalist, so we'll take the reward. Now, the other groups, if I attack the others, it's a risky battle now because we've suffered so many losses. We've really suffered a lot. Now, they're not going to be able to hold on here, but I can still heal up. If I stay here for 1 turn, that should help me a lot. Just go into the city with all 3. They're going to then make a run for it, and I should be able to catch them. Now we also have this group. That group can also then make it down in there as well. Let's go and have this one just ready to go and run if we need to sort of get things going. So let's bring the next stack down as well. If that's high risk battle in through there. That one's a lot easier. So I've still got some pretty powerful units in amongst all this lot. I don't think they can't hold the siege anymore, so they will have to leave. Anyway, that was a good result. I'll do a quick save here as well. Province is being pillaged. Back down here with these invaders. And we had the slavehold under siege. We will be able to fix this one up, so I'm not really too concerned about that one. Hero leveled up. So this is Karok the Elementalist. I wanted to get this here, the Greater Elemental Spirit. So we'll go and get that one. We'll confirm that. And with Karok, he is using the Corruption Orb. I think I'll still keep that one going. It does allow him to sort of move around on the horse. If I gave him the other staff, it's a Spirit Blast. Yeah, we don't want that. Arachnid staff in through here. It's a 17-17, but with a single blast, as opposed to this one here, which actually is, this one's ultimately better. So I'll still keep what we've got there. So we'll close that one off. Ruler leveled up as well. And we're now level 16, so I can now go and get this one here, which is then going to give me like another big boost. So the signature skills we can get are Supernatural Speed, which I don't really need. So this unit and all turn vampires under it have very fast movement when not mounted. Okay, that's interesting. The Vampire has Profane Body Mastery, gains 20% critical hit chance instead. It's okay. Violent exsanguinization. So it now deals exsanguinization now deals 50% of its damage to adjacent enemies, which ignore 50% of enemy defense. And we can unlock the conjuring of vampire spider matriarchs. Start of combat, conjure a rose knight. It's a rose knight. Tier 4 unit. Wow, that's actually pretty good. It's an undead unit. I think we may go with that one actually. Curse to undeath. Enemy units in a 2x radius become soulbound. Yeah, we don't. This is more of the undead side of things, but I think we'll still go that way. And we can actually start to recruit them. It is a undead aspect though. What else did we have? Yeah, other different things down through here depending on what they had. But anyway, we'll just go with the Rosebound Noble. Select that one. So, hi Gentleman Skeleton, how are you going? So, and sorry guys, I missed a lot of comments there. Looks like you're mainly talking amongst yourselves, so I'll leave it there. If you do want to grab my attention, just on at DasTactic, whether that be in YouTube or in Twitch, and I'll do my best to answer whatever it is. Now we have Exhume Undead. Summon a random tier 3 undead unit. Won't worry about that one. Ancient one. So we gain 20 hit points and plus 20% damage. That's not bad, actually, looking at this, what we have. We can disease units as well. I think I'll go that way. It's just something I don't have to think about then. I'll confirm that one. Actually, and we've still got one more upgrade as well. What was this one here? Once per turn, this unit gains regeneration when hit by an attack. I won't worry about that one so much. What's this one here? That one there is gain 90% chance of inflicting misfortune. Actually, that's a good one. I'll just go that way. Confirm that one. So she's around really powerful. Level 16. Close that one. Darkfall Games is saying, Daz, do you have a creator code or something for buying the Age of Wonders 4 game and DLC, or a special link for it? I don't know. So it literally is just Steam. I did at one stage have something like that with Paradox, but I haven't had that for years. I don't know. I don't even know where it would. I don't know if it still exists for me. I haven't even had a look at it, to be honest. Yeah, so it's more just through Steam. I did actually have a site which I haven't looked at for a while actually, like a Nexus gaming site, but there were certain games then people stopped sort of allowing Nexus to sell them and on-sell them, so that was actually a good way. Ultimately that was actually pretty good. They were a good company, but I haven't actually heard from them for a little while, so I'd be a little bit I think I've still got a link there somewhere for it, but it's not something that I really promote, so probably just through Steam is the best way. Okay, ruler Acrion, the Endless, is withdrawn to the Astral Void, so that actually happened. Now this is his homeland over here. That doesn't make sense. Hang on, which one is it? No, that's a different one. Okay, Acrion has fallen now to the others. This is good. This is good for us. This means that these two are struggling. So that's good. And Zorn has also now gone into the Astral Void from that attack. And we've captured Pyvek Yob. So that's good. He's now in our holds. Lothek produced the Vampire Castle Soulforge. This allows us now to go and start to build items. And one of the things we haven't got, there's a lot of items we just don't actually have on our vampires. So I think we'll start to build things with this. We'll have a look at that in just a minute. We can now build constrictors. I will actually start to bring those in for the different forces that we actually have. Again, I need these guys to now heal up properly before we go any further. So these can attack this. So we can kill off that group there. So this is actually our main hero, Morsha. Well, let's go and do that. what this is down in here. These are in ruins. Can also take this as well. There's no siege to be had there either. We can just go straight in. Very, very powerful stacks. So she's got 1,500. So for her, that's actually, this is a fairly strong force down there this way. I would like to kill that one off. I think I'll just keep everyone together. Then we can get rid of that city as well if we have to. I don't think we have to be on the water. Just do a quick save here. This should be a very, very one-sided battle. So we'll auto-combat this one. Yeah, no real surprises, that's all fine. A couple more level ups. Got a hearty cloak. Tier 4. Yeah, I'll just take the reward at this stage. This is Ira the Berserker. So she's only level 6. And we've sort of just been going through the vampire commands in through here. What's that miscellaneous one? Havoc attacks. It's okay. I've got a choice here between Deep Hunger, which is the cooldown of your blood drain by 1, or your blood drain ignores defense and resistance from units suffering from bleeding or blood parasite. That's probably one. I'll go that way. So we've already got the domination, which is what I'm trying to sort of get to with the vampires. So we'll confirm that one. And close that. Yes, this one here, we're down sort of away here now, but this is the Spellblade. Fire Evoker, or Frost, or Lightning, basically. Might melee attacks gain prepared spell for 2 turns, magic attacks. Looks like the wrong way around. Oh, they grant, okay. Look, I might start to go this way here. Just confirm that one. We're in sunlight at the moment, so we don't heal up. So this is actually something with the vampires where they need to be away from the sunlight. If they've taken any damage, so he's not going to heal. Till we move back into the sunless terrain. Back in here, I think. That's just forest. Okay, gained a level of renown for Morsha, so she's level 3 now, which is good. And renown as well, another one. And they've been captured as well. I think waiting 1 turn will be enough for me to just go after this other force. That will then get rid of most of their armies that they've actually been building up over the the course of the game. So that then puts them on the back foot. We saw there was the other partner of these guys was out this way somewhere as well. No, that's not them. I'm sure I saw it up here. There they are. So they're moving in. This is the actual, the other vampire. Imbria. Who's not really going to worry us so much. That should then give us now time to go and clean out these bird nests and monster dens at the bottom here and get even more powerful, but our money situation is really, really dire. Let's end our turn. moving back. And I wouldn't be surprised if Zorn also moves back away from that location. So they didn't actually. They still stayed there. If they've stayed there, then I think we just stay where we are, to be honest, and just keep on healing up. The spawning of the monster dens is a bit annoying, just how much it actually does happen. We do need a big force in there to get rid of them. Yep, so they're still just sitting here. Huh? We're healing up, so I don't mind. It's already a fairly big attack for us. Like they're almost healed. I'll just let it go one more turn and then we'll just sort of see what actually happens here. Arisen Duchess. So Daisy Fisher has arisen as the new Duchess of Stronghold. So Stronghold is the is now a new force over through here. This is a vassal of ours. So bonded vassalage. So she's in charge of this, nothing to do with us. And so that'll be her there, I guess. So they keep on being attacked by the halflings. So what we'll do is we'll come back now and protect them, just while we heal up. And we'll end up... Actually, no, I can go after this one straight away. I can actually hit that. In one go. Alright, well, that's good. I think we'll take that. So we move that one. Actually, that one can also get there as well. I can get to there. Quite. It's a very safe battle. Sort of get blocked down there. Can we do this attack? It says we can. I'll just do a quick save here and just see if we can do it. Yeah, so we'll just auto this one as well. Now she is actually here herself, Sanguine. We're not seeing it there in the list. There's only 5. She's hidden. She's hidden in there. I'll just do an auto combat here. We'll see how we go. Yep, no problem at all. And we did capture a defender, which I'm not really interested in. So she's now been sent into the void. This is good. We'll just close that one off. So we'll dismiss that one. Don't need it. And we got a sphere of blood this is actually a poison bolts. Disease and blood parasite as well. Wow, that's actually really cool. That's actually very good. This is actually going to then make, it's going to help a lot with the other bits and pieces we're trying to do. With the Fire Wyvern mount as well. So we'll take that reward, and we just need to now move into this location. And what we'll do here is we will just vassalize the conquered city. So it's only a smallish location that we'll actually then sort of have to worry about through there, but that's another city gone from Sanguine. So they're struggling, both this group. these groups are now struggling as well, which leaves the other two on the opposite side of the map in a position of fairly big strength. We now have Painbound. This is going to, I'm going to do the transformation. So a target race embraces pain when hit by an attack. We end up with getting more morale and a random positive status effect. So ultimately, it's that's going to sort of mean that as we take damage, we get stronger. So we'll take the transformation, sort of a good vampiric one for us. Ruler leveled up again. God, she's just rocketing through the levels. Now the next vampire one that we have over through here is Drain Familiar. I'll grab that. That would have been handy for some of the others. Now she is using this Archon's Blade. This one here does Frost Blasts. I think I'll still keep that. I mean, I could change this one across to the Arachnus Staff. Maybe we'll go to the Arachnus Staff. It's a higher level. Confirm that. Yeah, everything else is okay. Close that one off. Food shortage in Slavehold because of the siege. The Sanguine has now gone into the void. We've captured the other one. Arcane Research. So we're back to some of the basic ones. Blizzard. All units in target enemy get frost damage. That's actually not bad. And retaliating growths. I might go that way, I think. So we've got Blizzard. Let's now select the new research. Rending Shadows. This is enemy units in a 1 hex radius sustain 16 physical damage, have a 90% chance of becoming blind, have a 90% chance of gaining Sundered Defense. Actually, that's a good one. A Flash Freeze here as well. There's a terraforming spell for a province. So target enemy units suffer frost damage. That's good as well. Yeah, that's a good one. Let's go that way. It's going to sort of work in our favour ultimately. Now they're still, I mean, they're here. We're just going to leave them where they all are, just to get one more turn of healing. And then we'll be in a very, very strong position to wipe out their army. Now, production here. The estate hall will then just get us growth. I've got a little bit of income up there. The shadow bolstering matrix I could get. I need the money. Just don't have the gold for that. This one here is good. Get a bit of a boost in through there. Not much. That one there's not bad. So we lose a little bit of production, but we gain a lot of mana and knowledge and happiness. So I think I'll actually go and build that one there. So that's a good position there. Alright, well, we're sort of at the end of our turn here, so we'll see what actually happens. It's turn 83. Just do another quick save. I'm surprised they didn't run last time. And they've also kept themselves out of their own support. It's almost like they can't afford the units, but I'm sure they can. I don't think there's anything else coming their way. Alright, let's see what happens. I'm just going to grab myself a drink of water. Be right back. And still didn't move. Okay, we've got him now. So we can destroy the rest of his army. So, Johnny, do you play with any mods on? I tend not to. I haven't really found a mod that where it changes the game to the point where it fixes something that's wrong with the game. So, it's one of those things where I don't have a need to. I didn't have a need to in Planetfall either. Like Planetfall, I think was really, really good, really solid with what it did. But with Age of Wonders 3, I had to think the 14 or 15 mods that I had to have to find that game enjoyable. Otherwise, I just really found that game super unenjoyable. Just with the halflings, to be honest, the hobbits were just way overpowered in that game. I really hated them, to be honest. If I'm being brutally honest. So it's sort of one of those things where, but I don't need to in this one. So I tend, if I don't need to, I don't, because I know that some people just don't like using mods, and so trying to sort of show the game as vanilla. So yeah, I'm not using mods here. I mean, certain games I do play with mods on, like Distant Worlds 2 I do, just to make visual changes. But in this case, no, that's nothing. So Morib saying, if only there was a fix for the Pantheon bug. I don't know what the Pantheon bug is. For me, the Pantheon works pretty well. That's where you unlock different things as you play the game. I find that quite a good mechanic actually, but I don't know what the bug is there. All right, we'll continue on. Okay, so these guys are in a world of pain. So what have we got over through here? 864, 826. So because they can't support each other, these two armies. This one here will support both. So there's 1,000 points in through there. So we've got some, so that will always come in and help. They've got different fighters. So it's mainly fighters with a couple of mages, really. That one there is, again, just a combination there of basic fighting. A lot of mages in that unit. And then this one here is a lot of fighters with two mages. I think I'll go this way to start with. If I take that one on there, it's only those two. You see we've now got 4,000 versus 1,977. So I'm just going to go across and hit that one there. Let's do a quick save. Excuse me, before I do this. I'm just going to auto, just because it is so one-sided. If we lose units, I'll play it out. Yes, we lost a unit. Okay, well, and we also took a bit of damage there. So unfortunately, I'm going to have to play this one out properly. Murray saying I needed to reset a 75% unlock Pantheon as it was corrupted. Now I have a new Pantheon working, but without any perks in it. Killed the joy of play. Oh, yeah, that would actually be fairly debilitating. Actually, would not be good. So we're back in here again, where we have some fire on the, and these tend to expand and grow over time, and we have all three over this other side. I mean, it's sort of the benefit of being up in around here is solid. Let's just see how we go. The Immortals will slowly start to move these across. I think what it must have happened here is we must have gone outside with this unit, and I think we can actually sort of still head across there and take these on. So let's move out and about. I can just get there as well. I'll just move that one into that position. I should have run with this one first, probably. We'll give support from the top. I won't go down into this part of it. I'll just sort of stay up in the top. Warlocks across. And Karok. That was a silly move. I'll move that one back. The reason it's a silly move is that it doesn't allow me to bring these up cleanly into that position that they want to be in. And even that last one was also not great because it's blocking this one off. There's fire there. Move that one up to there. This one ultimately can still attack manually, which is fine. Get those in position, and this one can just help out as well. That should do us. Okay, so this fire should expand a little bit, these burning areas. I think everything else is looking good there. Yep, that's fine. We'll just end our turn there. Again, some of these will then sort of start to just sit back. They'll buff each other, and it's been constricted, but they will have to go and try to kill off that unit. They're buffing up the gorilla. I've got a lot of mana now. We've actually accrued a lot. It's useful. These are just basic fighting units that they've got. What are they? Oh, these are martial artists. Flames are catching here. That one can come up, not do a hell of a lot of damage there. We'll just go and hit these. Now there's a chance to blind that. I'll better off if I blind the ranged unit. Yep, that's good. And really the dragon can now just come straight across and cause issues here if we wanted to. Right, that's good. Let's go and use the breath attack over here. Been frozen. In fact, they've both been frozen. Not that they could do anything anyway, so they're going to be killed off fairly easily. do have a level 9 guy here. This is a ranger, I think. No, warrior. But he is using the combination stuff in through that side. Got a lot of abilities in through here as well. Barbed webs. Again, just want to see if he does actually have the ability to come back to life. Slip away. Yes, he's got slip away, which isn't going to help him much. So that's fine. Just close that one off. Yeah, we don't have the ability to hit anything else there just yet. I think I'll move out. We're going to probably be sort of fighting in the middle here a little bit, so I'll just move them out this way. Just get that one sort of ready to help. This one I can go out when I'm ready. I won't do anything just yet. So we can't do a hell of a lot back this way. Let's just sort of fight in front of these guys. Now we're going to do some damage here. I don't mind if this one comes in at me now, so let's just do some damage with it. Actually, to be honest, this one here, I'm thinking I'm just move up and around into this top position here. That one can only move out to there. The immortals come back to life, so I'll just leave them back where they are. I'm happy with pretty much everything else at this stage. There's nothing else we can really hit. I think we'll just end our turn there. I won't start using the spell casting just yet. We will get it at some point, but not. I mean, I could really lock things down. I sort of want them to come back at me. That one there, fairly strong unit. Got a seal bearer there. Might just put another one in here just to annoy them. Try to constrict this one. Nope, didn't work. I think we'll leave everything else where that is now, so we'll just end our turn. So a lot of the animal units that you are seeing here have come from the spawning things that, you know, as people have been capturing them, they've been getting other forces for their armies, and that's the same with us. Like, that's where we got the dragon from. This is all just keeping me to be able to then just deal with smaller groups. Here they come. This is good. So they're spread out a little bit, and this is where it's helpful. What we're sort of trying to achieve here. Now, I do have the tail swipe. If I sort of move that one in, I'm going to move in behind them and then do a tail swipe. Spacing is important. That one's almost dead. Yeah, so I can kill that one off. What about you? So it's already burning. Let's move it off. Not sure why that one's burning. Yeah, these are, I mean, these are all sort of catching fire. So we can do different things out through here. These are all attackers coming in. These are tier 3. I'll start with this one here. Resisted everything. Oh no, it is entwined. So being entwined, it's immobilized. The Avenger can actually head out there, but I'm just going to go and use the spider. It's not exactly what we want. I'll move it over this side. A little bit of damage there. Right, then we've got the various, these guys here can start to sort of do some big damage. It's bleeding. It's constricted, so it can't move. It's going to be killed. We can sort of start to bring the others across. So I'll just smash this one. The Immortals are a new unit for the Dark faction, which come back to life. There's nothing there. Just it's not saying what's going to happen with it. Let's move this one down into a bit more central position. Nothing else behind us there. Missed. There, Greys. Did weaken it though, which is good. I can now hit it with this if I wanted to, but I'm not going to. Freezing Blast. So we can definitely freeze that one. So I might take that, I think. It just, again, isolates. As well. Let's bring these vampire eggs. There is a retaliation coming back the other way. I'll just hit this one. I may bring that one out. I'm not sure if I'll bring it out yet, though. There's a bit coming in behind there. So I think I'll just leave that one back there for a turn. Now we do have the spells, and again I'm thinking of just trying to lock this group down to stop them from doing too much. Even in there, like that's actually a really good spot for one of these. It sort of forces them to deal with it. See if we can constrict these. No. Not quite. That one there. I think I'll just leave that one where that is for now. This will be dealt with. Alright, that's pretty much everything. So again, we're just sort of dealing with them piecemeal as much as we can. Trying to draw them out into, away from their own support. The more they attack the spawned in, like spider hatchlings and things, the better. And also the more that they attack the these constrictors, the better as well. It just means that I've got the rest of my guys will then be able to do what they have to do. Wipe them out. All right. Let's do some damage there. These aren't really close enough. The immortals I can sort of almost ignore, which I quite like because they do come back to life if as long as we win the battle. These guys here can cause massive damage in behind, so that's probably going to be worth doing. Let's just see what we've got here first. Gotta kill that one anyway. They've come back on our side. I'm not sure how that happened. Curse this one. Constricted. Blood parasites in there, and that's also constricted. as well use these at this stage. I can kill that one off with an Avenger. I'll start to take these up into the fight now. There a bit. Yeah, we want to sort of lock them in if we can. This one's going to take a bit of damage, but I'm just going to do a quick save here because this one did actually suffer in the last time around, but it can do just incredible damage. So we're going to be sort of opening up an attack there, unless I get another constrictor, which I can do actually. So if I get the constrictor, it's going to then stop them from being able to do too much against this unit. Wasn't constricted, unfortunately. Just leave that one there. That's killed it. It's fine. It's burning, everything's burning down that way. You kill that one off with the dragon. We'll start to bring these up as well. Let's move them through. That's about everyone, I think. They're starting to get ready to run. They're burnt. Again, it's forcing them to fight these units that we spawned in. Oh, this could hurt. Start to smash this one. Move that one up. Yeah, we'll kill that one off. Here's the blood maggots. This time I've got to a position where I can actually bring them out. It's becoming a bit easier. And strengthen it. So there's a bit of a retaliation back from this particular unit. I can't quite reach that one. Let's just go this way. Try to weaken it if we can. Resisted the weakening. Hi Reinhardt, how you going? Are there new tomes with the Vampire DLC? Yes, there's 3, I think. It's either 2 or 3. There's a few of them. I'm going to use this with the web. No, we're not able to sort of really get much there. We did remove the hastening. It's a poor chance. Actually, we got it there. That's good. Critical hit. That was lucky. Now, with this one here, I'll do a tail swipe to start with. It means it won't be able to retaliate with the tail swipe. There's also a critical hit. Health-wise, we're pretty good. Won't worry about those. These battles are pretty much over now. I don't think I'll even worry about spells. Although these guys, actually, I'll do one more of these. Yeah, that's constricted, so it can't move off. And that's all do us. They're all running. So jumped into here. Enemies fleeing the battle. Do you wish to claim victory and win this battle immediately? Now, I don't want this one to run away. I want to get it, so I'm going to go no. Because it really is just a matter now of destroying this guy here. What's he down to? Why can't I take it? And then these guys are running off. Which I don't mind if these get away. It's just that hero. I wanted to make sure that I got him. hit. Is that enough? Yeah, that's enough. Good stuff. There we are. So we captured this one. And the Vow Keeper. I don't want either one of those. But we didn't lose any units, which is good. And we've gone up another level there. So we'll just go and close that one off. Dismiss that one. And Rod of Flame Strike. I don't want that either. But I'll still take the reward. So that's good. We've now taken this one out. And we just now have one more stack over here. Again, it should be relatively easy for this force to deal with. I'll just go and grab one of these. So safe battle. I'll just do a quick save just in case anything does go badly wrong here. So our dragon has taken a bit of damage here. Let's just auto battle and see how we go. That's all fine. That's good. Captured a few other units which I don't want. The reason I don't want them is I don't have enough money or gold, sorry, mana or gold to be able to deal with that. So we'll dismiss all of those, and that's now secure. So Slavehold is now we've now destroyed the big army that they'd sent down from the north, and you're now seeing a large portion. That's where they're going to be spawning back in, right at the very, very top of the map. I don't know how we saw all this. There's the other one there. So that's the two of them are in that portion. And Port Crocos is actually where these guys are from. And then the other ones are further back. So they're going to be the biggest threat for us, but we still need to just keep on now using this stack to clean off what's happening at the back of the map. So we're now going to start screaming down through here. What's going on there? Oh, we're building that one. That's okay. Just keep on moving down now to clean out the rest of the map down below us. Wrong one. So these will be coming down to finish off all of this stuff, all of these independent forces. So that's good. Province is being pillaged down through here. We're going to have to deal with that on the way through. So we've got 2 turns to get rid of that one. We did get Archon Blood has been acquired. Now, that's the second one of those we've got. That's fine. So Bossakarov has sent a war party. Where are they from? They're way over here. Not going to have to worry about that so much. City was released as a vassal, so Aegis has now just been released. And so we'll actually have like a hostage to try to push this one up a little bit. Which is good. Hero leveled up. I don't know why our leader levels up with nearly everything that actually happens. It looks like a bug. This vampire. Sort of been moving down in this direction. Getting reinforced. Or warded. I'll take the magic attacks. Close them off. Yeah, she's just really rocketing through these levels. Get that one. Yeah, we have the Rod of Flame Strike now, if we want it. Maybe. We'll get the Orb of Seeing for her, just so she can see a bit further. And maybe the Rod of Flame Strike as well. Just confirm those. So we'll close those off. So this has now been released as a vassal. We've still got like the capital city that we need to go after as well. So I want to wipe these out while I'm here. But I've sort of run out of time for today, so I think I'll actually leave it here, guys. And just quickly go through the rest of these. Empire development skills. We've got this one now. It costs 20% less gold to build. I'll grab that because gold is really a problem for us. Okay, so Acreon, the Endless, has returned to the Netherstone. So back there, so they're back on the map. Zorn has returned to Tenet, back up this way. Louis Cardock has been captured. So we've got that one. That's one of the hobbits. And we've captured this guy as well. Spells ready to cast. So what do we have? We've got Frosting Transformation. We do want that one. So we'll grab that one next. And we finally can get this, the Scorched Forge. So I'll grab that one as well. That's going to give me a big boost to the money. So the Scorched Forge will then allow me in the next rally of lieges to go and pick up a, which we're not going to see in there just yet, but we'll ultimately be able to then pick up a Fire Giant because of this Scorched Forge. Now, to go underneath, I think our best bet is just to just tell them that this is where we want to go. It's saying over there, get there in 3 from either direction, really. I think I'll play it safe. Go that way. It's been a good army, this one. Okay, so we'll go after after her next time. So finally get rid of the halflings for the final time, hopefully. I've got the Arcane Institute, which will then give me more knowledge. That's actually a good one, nice and cheap. Things like the Ballista Towers would have been really, really useful in that last fight. But we're still just getting our basic stuff. Merchant's Guild is boosted. That's going to give me plus 10. I've got two mines, so that's going to give me a big boost to what we have. A bit more Imperium there. I think I'll go the Merchant's Guild. Yeah, I'll go that way, I think, to start with. Giant King's Remnants. That's way up in the north. I'm not sure how we actually, got all this information about what's going on under here. And it's useful. And another one there. Giant's Grave. And that one there. These are all a little bit too far away. Oops, I didn't mean to end my turn. Oh well, we'll start at the start of the next turn when we come back. So the halflings are now really having very, very short turns. And we shouldn't see too much from the enemies. We've sort of done a good job this episode. This is a group of ours that was invading them. That was one of our vassals. Yeah, we have to just have enough time to wipe these out, which I think we'll now be able to buy. See, T5 Cats are saying, was it a spy? I don't know what it was. There was something that happened. I'm not sure what it actually was that caused that. It may be something in the city that we ended up getting. I don't know. And have a bit of a look to see. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Normally you see it there. It must just be my own cities. Anyway, whatever it is, we've got the information. So yeah, Prawn Morton saying read the XP for the Lord. Vampire Lords get XP that all heroes gain, I think, at 10% or 20%. Yeah, actually, it's very, very handy. I mean, we're really, really rocketing up. It must be it, actually, because our levels are incredible. What's her level? I'm not seeing it from where she is. Where's her abilities? You see that we're still coming last in terms of the score. First, we're coming first in military now, but last overall. Anyway, we'll leave it here, guys. I do have to get going, so I'll catch you tomorrow if you're around. Thanks for watching. I may do another stream later on today, but I'll see how I go. Got a little bit of work to do, so.